They haven't issued a show cause notice to us. They just kind of sent us a questionnaire some 2 months back asking some questions. We submitted all, we answered all the questions, we submitted all the documents that they required. Thereafter, there was no communication. And one fine morning on the website, we get to know about the denial of the application. So there are procedural matters, but we certainly believe that it's not a technical issue. This is a political issue. As in the case of many others, they take the decision first and then find an excuse to kind of fill it in. Our focus has been on economy, and at a time when the economy is really at a very low, with inflation at hitting the sky, with unemployment being historic high, with all economic indicators being quite down, with our ranking on the global hunger index going kind of steeply down, with household debt being in a very bad situation. So all economic indicators that we can kind of see is really in bad shape. And our work has been to kind of work on some of those kind of things, bring that to the kind of knowledge of the public, analyze about that, share the information, demystify some of those kind of things. And this decision, we certainly believe, is a result of such work. So what they have cited in the reason is that there are errors in filing the 2018-2019 returns, and there are some errors in FC4 filing. They haven't kind of elaborated what those kind of errors are for us to kind of look into those errors, even if there are, and then rectify it. And it's also that in a case of a corporation, a company, if there is an error in the filing, they don't shut the company down, right? When the government has failed to kind of generate employment, they just kind of make more people unemployed, right? Hundreds of people working in this kind of different organizations, thousands of them are kind of going unemployed. These are the people who have to pay the rent, health, education of their children, food, everything. And a lot of people, like the ones who are working with us, are the only breadwinners in their family. So their job losing has seriously, big impact on their personal lives.
I have not raised a single penny from any of our foreign sources since July of 21. To even apply for renewal, you have to have an account with State Bank of India, New Delhi main branch. We had applied to State Bank in May of 2021, When I went there, I was shocked to find that they said your application is not there at all. Nothing has come. But by then, October had happened, and our license had expired on October 31st. So when we applied, they said you have not applied before the last date, so it can't be taken as a renewal. It will be considered as a new application. So now everything is ticked on our website application, but the status says under process, and it has been under process for more than 8-10 months now. We had a lot of things going on during COVID. In one of the rural hospitals, we put up an operation theater, which we wanted to run and uh, make the patients treatment at a very low cost. So it just started, and then after that it came to a halt because we could not get any money, and so we could not pay doctors. So the operation theater is completely shut now.
There is no easy way out. I mean, especially organizations like us who heavily dependent on foreign funds, all of a sudden, without notice, when the channel is kind of closed down, it's not an easy thing to kind of tide over. It will take a long time. In the process, you also kind of lose talented people because people can't kind of just leave without money and without food and without, I mean, means to kind of survive, right? But there is a political commitment beyond the FCR. I mean, we certainly believe we didn't come to this sector, we didn't come to this work because we have FCR. We believe that certain work needs to be kind of done, and that's why we started this work. We are very sure that we will kind of find way to kind of continue this work, irrespective of the setbacks and the disappointments that we are kind of facing now. By losing talents from this sector, the government and the civil society, the larger civil society, is going to kind of suffer. FCRA cancellation is only one of the things that the government is doing to, I mean, crush this sector. If you look, key activists are being arrested and in jail for the last many years, right? I mean, 4 or 5 years they are in jail. I mean, people who have kind of raised uncomfortable questions to this government, they are in jail. I mean, there are a lot of people who have been kind of put in legal formalities that they spend all their time going to ED or IT or answering their questions and everything. All, I mean, need to kind of be seen as tactics to kind of intimidate this sector and sending a message to smaller organizations saying that this action can be taken on you also. So hence, toe the line, don't criticize the government, do whatever you want to, but without kind of raising uncomfortable questions.
My gut feeling is the government wants to get away from FCRA altogether, because they feel that see, the fact that the NGOs claim that they are working against hunger, against poverty and all, means that there is hunger in the country, means that there is poverty in the country, which is against the government's stated this thing. They say that we have brought so many crore people out of poverty line, so many crore people out of hunger. We are giving free ration to 80 crore Indians. So if they are giving free ration to 80 crore Indians, then why are you working for against hunger? So the government, I think, wants to completely get out of FCRA, and whatever FCRA they say, you give it to the government, and government will distribute it to NGOs they want to.